Yeah, Aditya already introduced. Thank you so much. Uh, Let me introduce about myself first. Okay, so I qualified CA in somewhere in 2006. Okay, I did my articles with PricewaterhouseCoopers, PwC Bangalore. Even post qualification also 1.5 year with, not 2 years almost, 2 years with PwC Bangalore. Later gone went to Deloitte Hyderabad. Okay, there it was all US GAAP related job. US GAAP and IFRS. IFRS is what you're learning. So that is what I was doing from somewhere in 2008. Only we were doing IFRS practically, suggesting different accounting possibilities, etc. to number of companies. Okay, US based, Indian based, everything. Okay, so I was with Deloitte almost for 4 years. So 2012 around, then I started getting into teaching plus practicing. Okay, right. And I was doing it for so many years, like it's been 15 plus years. So I'm FCA, fellow member of the institute. I have written books for CA Final, CA Inter, CA Inter Accounting Standards Made Easy, CA Inter Auditing Made Easy, basically Ethics Made Easy. For CA Final, Ind AS Made Easy, Financial Reporting Made Easy. 6 books are there. In addition to that, I wrote a book for ICAI also. That is for FRLB, Financial Reporting Review Board. Okay, so when companies are preparing financial statements, right? So whether the financial statements are right or wrong, who is going to check? Nobody will check. So ICAI has a board, that is FRRB, Financial Reporting Review Board. So our board will review it. I am also technical reviewer. So because I had so much of Ind AS, IFRS, US GAAP related practical experience, so they took me, and I was an author also, correct? No? So that's why they took me. Why can't you write one book? That has been like almost 450 pages, one book, which will be available in FRRB website. But you don't find my name on the top because ICI whenever publish, their name only they'll give. But in acknowledgement, they will tell, thanks for Ravikant Miriyala for the efforts. They will mention my name, obviously, in the forward itself, you will find that. Okay, right. And with accounting standard board also, I was explaining, I was teaching to the members, qualified people who have got minimum 3 4 years of experience. For them, in days IFRS, I'm teaching. Okay, so with practical experience, you see, like there is a huge list, right? That list is not relevant. Fine. Right. With teaching, so many years of teaching experience I have, and I am teaching. I was teaching. I'll be teaching. Fine. Right. See, with respect to that is about me. Fine. And whatever the right you are there in the group now already. Correct. Whatever the questions you have, you can ask in the group itself, or you can ask me. My number also obviously will be there. Correct. Now you can ask me personally also. This is your question. Correct. If you have a question and if you don't ask question, that's whose mistake? Your mistake. Correct. If you have a doubt, you should come and say, I'm not understanding this. If I don't explain, then that is my mistake. Correct. If you have not done first job, that's purely your responsibility. Then don't need to blame anybody. You blame yourself first. Right? Feel free. I'm approachable. Forget about my experience. When it comes to class, no, I'm also a student. Okay, maybe senior student. That's all. Correct. Because I learned little, much earlier than what you have, and whatever the concept you are, I'm teaching, you are going to learn. 100% of it, I have applied it in the practice. I can say 100% guarantee. Got it? And what you are learning in this FR session, no, is actually basic. Okay. At your next professional level, you will be learning much more. That's all. Then once after the IFRS, I'll become expert. No, you'll not become. Okay. Frankly speaking, you'll not. Experts cannot be made in the classroom. I can't make you expert, but you should become. You understand? Right now, how do you become? Theory, you have to learn here. You have to go home. revise it, study one more time, second time, understand the concept of it perfectly, correct na? Then practically also you have to apply. Just the same theory I taught something, you also wrote something, same thing 10 times revise karne mein, you will not become expert, you will never become expert. But once you face this transaction practically, then how do you account it? Then apply that theory, implement the same theory in the practical. That day, you will enjoy the subject. That is the real taste. Okay, but to taste that first, this is the basic thing. Without this, that cannot happen. Okay, directly I'll go to practical. You'll become, zero. You'll come back. Because without basic, simply, some people will say, I'm working on IFRS. But what is that? Have you studied something on IFRS? No. Then what do you learn? Correct. One IFRS, if you take it, like 100 different properties will come. One particular transaction, if you take it, if I go to 4 companies, 4 different situations will be there. Nothing will be matching. That's where your expertise are required. Okay, feel free for asking any question. Okay, subject related all the time. Right? Ask me. I'm very happy with the amount of experience I have practically, theoretically, everything. No. Okay, even today also, like I'll be getting daily at least 4 or 5 calls from different firms. Got it? Like this is a circumstance. How do I handle this? Understand? Right. So I do suggest for many big NBFC companies and etc. So, but as he said, na, make use of me. You got it? Right. So you have a resource, but you should know how to use it also. Right? Right. My one more suggestion I'll tell. Right. The course what you have chosen is beautiful, no doubt. That is obviously a good decision, very good decision in your life. Correct? Right. See, if anybody says, na, if I'm say semi-qualified, half done. If I say I'm half done, is it useful? Will there be any value? No value. Correct. If somebody says I started doing CA, so what? Correct. Na? Will there be any value to you? You paid money, that's a lost. When the value will be there? Complete it now first. Right. Only after completion, afterwards experience will come. That is the next will happen. Automatically will happen. Once you complete, how do you complete? Just like that. Since you paid the money, you'll get certificate. Obviously no. Correct. No? So what is that you should do after pay? In addition to payment of money, hard work. Are you supposed to work for that? What for what you paid? Correct. Na? So that means what is your job? My job I will do in this 3 hours time. What is your job? Before attending next 3 hours, at least 1.5 hour. I spent 3 hours, but you should at least spend 1.5 hour at home before you come and add another 3 hours of knowledge. Agree? This you keep it. This job, if you do, then only the class and amount and time, effort, everything will become fruitful. Correct now. Just this is not cinema, na. Just I'll see. I'll not give some that many dialogues also. I don't know. Correct. Obviously, you just come and watch cinema and go. Do you think that will be helpful to you? No. Okay. So your money, time, effort of you and your parents will be helpful and useful to your life only when you put after these 3 hours, 1.5 hour, what you spend. No, that will only add value to you. Without that, don't expect miracles will happen. Agree? Correct. When is your attempt? When are you going to write? Correct. That you remember. So how much time we have? Very less. So if you put daily efforts, is it possible? I'll make it possible. My side, I'll put 100% effort. But end of the day, you only supposed to drink no water. Correct. Now we can take hours to water. That much only. Anybody can do. Correct. Now whoever teacher he is, right? But drinking to you only have to do end of the day. Right? Remember, this is your job. This is my job. I'll do my job perfectly. You can question me if I don't do something. Fine. Chala. Today, right? With respect to and you do you know about this? I mean, how the paper will be? FR, financial reporting paper, right? First FR, 100 marks paper, all computer based, right? I'll ask you later point of time, bring your laptops also. So it will be useful for you also to practice. Okay, not today, obviously not required. Done. Next, this exam will be into three parts. Okay, right. 30, 30, 40. Right? 1 second. Yeah. See, as you know, this is for 100 marks. This 100 marks, I can say divide into three parts. Okay, first part is for 30 marks. Next also 30 marks. This is for 40 marks. This 40 marks is going to be descriptive. You will get an Excel kind of thing. Not exactly Excel, MS Excel, but yes, kind of, it looks like Excel, where you can type and put the numbers. That's all. It's just instead of a piece of paper, they gave you an Excel copy, but it will not have the all the qualities of exactly Excel. Excel में so many formulas will be there. That much will not have. You need to use your calculator and total it. Yes, sir, Excel में some formula is equal to alt is equal to press will come. No, it will not come. You understand my point? Yeah, you only have to balance the balance sheet, everything, just a piece of paper instead of a paper given soft copy. That's all. So that will be like 20 marks descriptive into two questions. This is not an easy thing. This is some good, I mean, challenging task. And as you know, out of 100 marks, how many marks you are supposed to score? 50. Is it easy? Not that easy. Not that easy. You have to put good amount of efforts. Otherwise, it's not that easy. And out of the all other papers, which is toughest? Auditing and this one. Okay, in general, it is considered like auditing is tough in the sense because the answers will be very nearer by. All four look like same. Okay, even teacher also has to think which one is correct. You understand my point? Confusion state will be very high. That's why that is difficult. Not that subject is very difficult, but yes, they have. I mean, they apply their skill to confuse you a lot. But next is this. Throughout life of ACCA, which subject will be useful? This one only. This is FR, financial reporting, correct? Na? What is ACCA full form? Correct. Na? Right. First, their accounts required or not required? Right. That is only this one. Hope you understand. Right. So you will be dealing with financial statements throughout the life. So that's why the fundamentals of financial statements has to be very strong. Right. Today, what I teach, I don't go to like some IFRS big standard. I don't want to do something. Today, I want to teach you basics. Okay. First, I'll assume that you don't know anything. Is that fine? I assume that you don't know anything. But whatever you know, you please feel free to answer. Let it be wrong, 100% let it be wrong. I am here to correct. Clear? Right. Feel free to answer, then I will get to know what is your level. So from there, I need to take you to the required level. Fine? Chalo, yeah. So this 30 marks may, 30 marks may what will happen? Yeah, here, yeah, this is again like I should say, here 3 marks each and 10 questions. And this one also, now what will happen? Generally, 10 questions will be there. No, 10 question, actually question number one, question number two will be there. Under this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions will be there. Like one paragraph they will give it. For that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions. Like that. Here also same, 15 into 2, I think, yes. 15 questions, 2 marks each. Then it is going to be 30 marks. Here it is straight related to the standards. Straight related to the standard. But here it is like a paragraph oriented. But here it is going to be like a case study. This is like a case study. That where you need to write, prepare a balance sheet, prepare a profit and loss statement, prepare maybe cash flow statement, whatever something is required. This is the basic pattern of the paper. Fine. Right. We'll go one by one when we come to one standard level. No, I'll explain you. What is my target today? Today, so what is that we'll do? Just basics. Don't expect too much from me today. Today, what you are learning? Only refreshing, I should say. Right? So, how many of you doing become any degree? Any degree, any graduation? Okay. How many of you completed? Completed. Who is there who has not done any degree or not doing degree right now? Done. So either doing or completed. Correct. So how many of you other than become like BSc or some other course? No, no. Right. So do you know? I mean, you will be knowing little bit of debit credit. Yeah, and you don't need to be expert. You heard debit no first. That's all. That's great. Okay. Then from there I'll take care. Got my point. Debit word is not new to me. Then I can take care. Got my point. If you say I don't know what is debit, what are you talking? Then may be difficult actually. Correct, no? Right. So right. Chalo yaar. So let me take you to now uh, this first very basic question here. I'm asking you. Very basic question. Right. Have you brought the notebooks? Correct. Will you copy? So you copy. Not this first. I will tell you when to copy. First participate. Maybe after 2 3 slides once, na, I will give you some time. Right, then you please copy, that will be better. Otherwise interaction mein what will happen, you will not be answering, you will be focusing only on copying. That is useless. First listen, understand. I can share the same PPT, convert into PDF, and I'll share it in the group also, but my suggestion is always, if you write no, it will go and sit in the brain. That's what my understanding. If you just listen no, it will not go, it will go from here, it will come out. Got my point? Right. That's why I suggest you to copy. I'll give you sufficient time. Right. Even if you miss one slide by mistake, time is not available. Nothing to worry. End of the day, it will come to your group. Fine. That portion only you give the space in the notebook. Fill it at home. Clear? Right. Tell me a very basic question. What is the question? Can you see the screen? Visible? Right. Very basic question, no? Tell me here. Balance sheet. BS means balance sheet. Balance sheet is into how many parts? Two, three, four, five. Two, sure. Which are two? Liabilities and assets. That's it. If I say wrong, what is his answer? He has different answer. Four. Yeah, tell me what are the four? Oh, assets amount. Amount is amount only. There is not a part. Then two only. Okay. Next, anybody other than two? They all same, huh? Seriously, yeah. But it's exactly wrong. Seriously wrong. You trust me. How? There is one more element called equity. What is that? Equity. See, balance sheet. Yeah, we'll change the name of the balance sheet also. Statement of financial position. IFRS word is different. But it's okay. First day class, na, I don't want to use IFRS words. Just to make you comfortable, balance sheet I'm using, P&L only I will use. Later I'll say statement of profit and loss, because if they don't use that language, you will write in examination like this only. But nothing wrong. Everybody will understand in the world balance sheet means what. Okay, but anyhow, let's use the best language. Right. Balance sheet is divided into not two parts, three parts. First time you're learning, no? Right, that is correct. One side, first side, this is assets. Correct now. But what about this side? This side fully not liability. Correct. What is liability you mean? Answer freely answer, please. If you answer 100% wrong, no, you are good student. Hmm? Outstanding. Liability means outstanding. No, but tell me no whatever. What do you mean by liability? Payable. Super. Anybody has different answer? Expense is not a liability. You went and have coffee tea now. That's a liability, yeah. You're liable to that coffee wala. You already paid, or you without paying only came? You paid, no. Liability is payable, not already paid. Correct, na? Expense different, liability is different. Agree, na? Right. When you are in the balance sheet, why expense came? In the P&L it should come, no, correctly? Yes sir, no? Correct, na? Liability means you are payable. Correct. In case of a company, suppose share capital is there. Share capital. They are payable to whom? Company liable to pay to shareholder. Is my question clear? What is my question? Suppose I opened a company. You all purchase the shares of my company. You have one share certificate with you. Agree na? Whether company liable to pay you na? Question mark. Is company liable to pay? Seriously? Can you come and ask? Suppose I have one Reliance company share with me. Okay. Can I go to Reliance office tomorrow? I have. Okay. Can I go to Reliance office tomorrow? Can I give the share? Hey, take him, Ambani. I don't want your share. Give me my money back. Can I come? Can I go and ask? Huh? Ambani will say get lost. Not Ambani. Security guard only will tell. Actually, it will not reach that level. Correct? Na? Why? If you don't like sell in the market, you will find one more person who is interested to buy. इसको भेजो. That's all. Company will never pay one paisa. Hello, understood? So that means company is liable to pay or not liable to pay. That's all. But liability means payable. When it is not payable, that is called equity. What is it called? Equity. Equity word, I hope you understood. Equity means what? Which is not a liability. There are only this side two things. One is liability, correct? Now this part I will tell liability. Above part, equity. Liability means what? Payable. What is equity? Which is not liability is equity because two are there. Correct. No? One is payable means what is this? Is there. Agree? No. That's all. So whether if any one should be there, that's all. Equity is something which is we are not liable to pay to other party. Clear? Done. So that's what I'm trying to tell here. Right? There are totally three parts, my dear. Yes, it is an obligation to pay. That is payable. What you told in simple language, perfectly told. Correct? Na? What is equity? No obligation to pay. That's all. Next question. My Reliance company earned 25,000 crores in 2024-25 financial year. How many crores? 25,000 crores they earned. Assume Ravikant is 1% stakeholder. I will teach, no? Correct. Correct. Now, if he's Ravikant is 1% stakeholder in Reliance, will he come and teach here? Maybe only for passion. Correct. No? That's all. Otherwise, not required. You know what is the balance sheet? Balance sheet have you seen any time? कौन सी नो मोबाइल में annual report of Reliance you type. What you type? PDF copy will come download. Correct na? Index will be there balance sheet. Just go and click directly it will go. Top in crores. 15 lakh crores balance sheet. You know how many zeros will come? Got my point? 15 lakh crore balance sheet asset side. Got my point? That much. So 25,000 crores we earned. Reliance company earned. Assume I am 1%. How much? 1%. Can I go and ask Reliance company, hey, urgency, correct now, I have my personal emergency, please give me my 1%. You people 99% die somewhere. Can I go and ask? I can't ask. They will give the dividend only when it is approved in the annual general meeting. Have you heard annual general meeting? Company will hold one annual general meeting yearly once. If it is approved, dividend amount will come. Otherwise, it is not your money. So whatever the profits earned by the Reliance company is not the company. Reliance company is not liable to pay to shareholders, and not to anybody, not to shareholders. Anybody. Company does not have application. That's why equity. What is equity, sir? Equity means equity share capital plus reserves and surplus. Is it clear? What is equity? Equity share capital plus reserves and surplus. These two things, company is not liable to pay to anybody. Correct, na? Right. And liability is liability. You have to pay. Got it? Right. This is first basic thing. Right. Can you make a note of this first? Yeah. One more word, equity ka one more word what will say? Owners fund. क्या है इसका नाम? Owners fund. Right? These are all required or not required? Required, no? Correct, no? These fundamentals are very, very important. Without proper fundamentals, no? If you try to build something great standards, na, it will not sustain, my dear. Someday or other day it has to fall. That's why if you see any company balance sheet, as I ask you to download Reliance company annual report. Correct. When you're traveling, also just download and see now what it is. See on the top, equity and liabilities will be there, not liability side. What you may be learning in degree level that may be different, like liability side, asset side. No, that is not the correct thing. What is actually followed practically. Okay. No company writes liabilities, equity and liabilities. That is the only language. Okay. Practically what we sign. Done. Can I go ahead? Right. Now next question, very basic question will come. All today last only basics. Don't expect too much hi-fi. Right. So next question is like this. You forget about it. Right. What do you mean by asset? What do you mean by asset? Hmm? Immovable property. If it is movable, it is not asset. I'm just asking. If you have a car, moving sir, so not asset. Is it? Asset only no. Either movable or not movable, how does it matter? Asset is asset only. Correct na? Yeah, you have some gold. Asset or not asset? Correct na? Moving no. Moving also gold. It has money worth. Correct na? Right. Next, what is asset again? You try to give your own definition. Let's see. Let me listen. Array, without knowing asset, we prepared balance sheet, no? Isn't it? It doesn't matter. At least you are learning now. Be happy. Bolo, what is asset? Nobody has it so far. Isn't it? Yes, please. Tell whatever you feel. What do you call? Which one you call it is my asset? Think like personally. You think not from the company angle. Owned by the company. Tangible or intangible? Super. Very nice. Tangible, intangible is an asset. It should be owned by the company. Is it ownership required? You feel mandatory? This guy is saying no. Why no? Without ownership, it can be asset. Example. Try. I think something must have come to mind. You can have one definition, small definition, one word, two words, like she told. Hmm? Anything else? All properties owned. Property means correct. Generally, property word is used for land and building only. Okay, plant, machinery, and all not under. It will not come under the word property. Property. Fine. So any asset, okay, fine, owned by. Right. I'll tell you. Ownership is not mandatory all the time. But the only point is, can it be controlled by? What did I say? Control. Control means what? Possession is one, not physical control alone. I'll tell you one example. I'll give you. Have you heard one word called hire purchase by chance? You heard? All of you? In degree, my hire purchase accounting something must be there. Okay. In case of hire purchase, who is the real owner? Legal owner? Hire vendor. Correct, na? But asset will be used by who? Hire purchase. He will use thoroughly, full. Correct. Now, after some number of years, once he pay the full amount of installment, asset will be transferred to the hire purchaser. Agree na? In this case, hire purchase is the legal owner first day na? No, he will not be legal owner day one. Once he clears all the debt, then he will become automatic owner. Correct. Even though he is not a owner from day one. But suppose I take one car on hire purchase. What do? I'll take one car on hire purchase. If I take a car on hire purchase, this car will be used by me. Can I drive it to Kashmir? Will hire vendor come and stop? No. Correct. Now, can I take you people as a like taxi? Can I use it? Correct. So is it under control of me? Correct, man. I don't want to work today. I want to keep it aside. Can I do? You being a hire vendor, can you come and question? Correct, now. If you come and question, what you'll ask? What you want? Monthly payment. Correct, now I should give you. I'll give you. Now go home. That's all. Job is done. Correct. Now whether use it, do not use it, how I use it, how does it matter to you, my dear? But am I the legal owner? No. But can I control the car? That is sufficient. What should be there? Speak out. Control. Control means by using the car, will I get the money? Yes or no? If I give it on hire, will you pay me money or not? Yes, I have got the control over the usage, control over the benefits out of the car. Then I am, even though I am not a legal owner, but it is my asset. What is it? It's my asset. Hope you understand. Chalo. I have a small definition, which is this is part of your syllabus. This is one of the chapter. Framework will come there. This definition will come, but I'm not going by chapter number 1 2 3 4, but I know what to start first. Correct na? Once I fix your fundamentals perfect, no, then I can take you, right? But till that time you have to bear. As I told you, today we'll focus on right perfectly. Let's learn and fix all your basics perfectly, so that tomorrow you will feel more comfortable with me. Understand? Right. So what is that? What is the word you used? Resource. Controlled by the entity. Correct. Control word is used by the standard language, not owned by. Have you understood my point? Right. Next sentence. See these words, all of you, just go through. That's an asset definition. This is. You must have not learned so far, but read it at least now. I'll give time to copy. First, you read it. Shall we read together? All of you? Right. Chalo. Asset is a resource controlled by the entity arising from past events, expected future economic benefits, inflow to the entity. Right? One more time. Asset is a resource controlled by the entity arising from events, expected future economic benefits, inflow to the entity. Right. Now you need to understand each word meaning. Then only you can say I know what is asset. Otherwise that will be by hearting. By hearting will not work. By hearting is only to get a paper. That is certificate people call. But what will give you food is not by heart. What is digested will give you the food. If it is not digested fully, No company will pay you good money. Correct? They will use you for a basic jobs. Correct? Would you like to get 30,000, 40,000 or 3 lakh, 4 lakh rupees? Correct, na? Right. But whoever is paying 3 lakh, 4 lakh is a fool. They should be able to use you for 2, 3 crores, no? Then only they will pay you 3, 4 lakhs. Agree on that? You should be worthful of that. That's all. Very simple. Right? So subject, learn digestion. That's more important. You have to understand it. Then only you will be able to implement it when the practical scenario comes out. Then resource means any kind of resource. It can be tangible, intangible, anything which will give me the money. Okay, resource, first thing, right? It can be anything, tangible, intangible, whatever I was trying to tell. Controlled by, I told, right? But it is not owned by. Its legal ownership is not mandatory. You don't need to be. Okay, that's why, right? Best example I told, hire purchase. In hire purchaser is not a legal owner, but the car will be considered as his asset. But car will be considered as his asset because he has the control over the car, how to use the car, how to get the money out of it. Okay, right. Arising from the past events. How did you get this control? Suppose this is one iPad. Correct? It's mine. Am I controlling? Can I take home? Can I sell it? Can I use it? Can I borrow? I mean, I replace it, exchange. Can I do it? I can do it. How did I get this control? Because I bought it. Yes, what he said. Because I bought it, I got the control. Sometimes with buying will come. Sometimes with agreement like hire purchase agreement entered here. That's why I can get control. Correct na? Right. I didn't pay. I gave my old one and I gave 2 iPads and I got one new iPad. Could be. Exchange में मिल सकता. Debtor is asset or not? Debtor. How debtor became asset? Because I sold goods. That's why he is liable to pay me. Is it asset to me or not? Yes. So it can become asset from number of ways. Correct na? Suppose you didn't pay me so far. Assume I started teaching, I completed the syllabus. Are you liable to pay me? Receivable, your debtors know for me. Agree on that? You have to pay me na. It's a debtor. I provided services where you are supposed to pay me the money. Clear? Right. So past event, past में क्या किया? I bought it. I did barter, exchange किया, sold goods or provided services. I entered into an agreement like hire purchase agreement. Number of things will happen. Okay, it's not just one. So many ways may I have done something in the past that gave me the control over the resource. Have you understood? Resource controlled by the entity arising from the past event. Past events gave the control over the resource. Correct. Okay, if you have control, what is the use of it? I'm going to get the future economic benefits. This is a new terminology. Economic benefits means money. What is it? Money. Money or money's worth should come to me. What will come? Money or money's worth. By selling this laptop, money will come. Correct na? By providing services also money will come. Can I charge you guys? Yeah, why not? Right? So something or other thing, money only. That's all. This is money or money's worth. Understood? Right. So it should be inflow. Yes, it should be coming in to the entity. That's all. So, right, how do you get the money? Yes, by selling, by using, by renting, correct number, exchanging. Anyways, I can make out the money from this. Is it clear, guys? All of you? Right. One more small example I'll give you. Hire purchase example, which you already told. Same thing, I already have done this job. Okay, let me present it. See, there is a party A. Okay, one person A. What is this guy? This guy is a legal owner of a car, which I gave you orally. Correct. Now there is correct. Now the car value is equal to how much today? 10 lakh. It's just some round figure. Right. There is one more guy B. Right. What do? They entered into a hire purchase agreement. Now who is who? A is called what? Hire vendor. What is he? A is the owner, legal owner. Na? This guy is called hire vendor. What about B? Hire purchaser. Correct. Na? This guy is called hire purchaser. Now what will happen in this after this agreement? Car will be with A only or car will go to B? Car will go to B obviously. Correct na? So then car will be started using by who? B. Correct na? Can he rent it out? Right. So that's all. So now, but for that B has to pay some money. Hello. A is giving car free. Yeah. No. So B will pay what? Money. Means how much he will pay? 10 lakh only na. No, he will pay interest also because he will pay immediately. He will pay over a period. Correct. Over a period means interest loss will be there na for me. So will I give freely? Nobody will give freely. Correct. Except you. If you have such plan, tell me. I'll take. Okay. Freely anything. No? Zero interest. Who is that? Address. Please give address. We'll also go. Zero interest is a fake. Correct na? Is a father-in-law to give free apa. Why will they give? This is just bullshit. I mean, correct na? Just a fake thing. They have already included everything into it. Same person को you go and ask him, I will pay right now. Tell me how much money. Then he will ask same amount or lesser amount. You understood my point? If he says a zero interest fee, take 1 lakh rupees, no, he'll tell. Okay, I'll say right now I'll give cash. Will you give it for 90,000? Yeah, yes. That means what is the 10,000? Interest. They don't tell that it is interest. Name change. But not obviously nobody will do business without profit. And nobody is bakra. Correct na? Business people, why they will be fools? Right? Sometimes they will throw biscuits. Got it? But you should be very careful before you catch. Understand? Because it may be pedigree biscuit also. Right? Yeah. So number of installments will be how much, my dear? 36 installments. So total 13 lakh rupees divided by 36 months का ऐसा किया तो 31,067 whatever it is. Some number X number will come. X number 31,000 32,000 बोलेंगे हम. Okay. 32,000 rupees. B should be giving it to A monthly help. Over how many months? Correct. After 36 months, what will happen? Ownership will be transferred to exactly. Correct, na? Right. So you will pay installments over 3 years. After the last installment, after 36 installments, what will happen? B will become the legal owner automatically. Agree? Right. Now in this case, tell me here. Right. First question. You answer this question. Is B buying a car or taking it on rent? In reality, is he buying the car or is he taking on rent? He's a buying car, correct na? But he's paying, the agreement is what? I don't have money right now, I'll pay you over a period of installments with interest. But I'm buying, no. Agree or not? Yes, exactly. Are you buying? Yes, yes, we are obviously buying. Right. In case of default of installment, suppose 1 month you didn't pay. What will happen? Suppose you are B. Otherwise I am B, you are A. I didn't pay 1 month. Will you keep quiet? Maybe you will give, you are a good person, so sir, one month, okay, I'll tell some reason I'll give. But next month they have to pay or not? If I don't pay, what will you do? You will take car back. Why? Agreement is what? You have to pay me 36 months. If you don't pay, car is in whose name? Your name only. Your car, na. If you go and drive, anybody will stop. Police also will not stop. Even if it stops, RC. It's in my name. My Aadhaar card, yeah, same name. So nobody will stop. Your car, you are driving. That's all. Understood? That's why, right? Even though, correct? Na? So in case of default, A will take over the car. 1 paisa also I will not pay back. I'll just take over the car. Right? But still, who are right in this case? Who has the risks and rewards of the car? Risk and rewards of the car. Suppose I took the car from you. Correct? Na? What is my business? Hiring my business. Means I will take the car on trips and etc. I'll make my money. Correct? Na? Suppose I met with a small accident. I am safe, but car ka bumper gone. Who will cry? Me hire purchaser or you hire vendor? Purchaser will cry or hire vendor will cry? Purchaser only will cry. Correct na? Hire vendor is bothered about what? 31,670 rupees. That's all. Whether my 31,670 correctly coming or not. Car is in good condition. Is it required? Why should I care? 36 months over, over. You go and put in somewhere, correct? Na? Right? How do you need to bother? Correct. Car is doing excellent job. Who is happy? Purchaser or vendor? Purchaser. Correct. Na? So risk also with purchaser. Return also purchaser. That means who is owner really? B. That's why it is asset of B. Hire purchaser. You should not consider the legal ownership. Have you understood? Right. That is what hire purchaser. That is B. So control is with, correct. Now what is I'm trying to tell? Control is it with B. Hence B should record the asset. क्या record करना? Asset. That's why what do we say? Simple balance sheet if I prepare, no? Car he will say it's my asset. B ka balance sheet mein car my asset. A car ನಿಮ್ಮ asset. ಹೌದು. Yes, it's my asset only. At the same time, don't I am B if I say car is mine, I am controlling super. Don't I have an obligation to pay you? Yes or no? Car mine, liability also mine. That's why I'll write like this. Payable to A. I will say money. Making sense? Correct? Na? I have obligation to pay you, but I have full right to utilize the asset and I can make money out of it. Something have you understood? Would you like to take down quickly? Right. So whatever you're writing now, no? Whether it is a small thing or a big thing, I don't know. Okay, it all depends upon what value you give it. You understand? Right. You trust me. I learned this definition of asset not at degree level like you only. I was also. I also completed first degree, then 1 year gap, then I started doing CA. Understand? Okay. In CA inter did I know? No. In CA final, then I purchased one big book for accounting standards. Then there I read, oh, till that time I was also not aware, like, oh, there is a definition for asset. How many balance sheets I tallied so far? Correct, no? Right? Asset definition I was not sure. It happens at one particular point of time, but whatever happened is good only, no? At least some point of time we learned. If someone, your junior asks, what is asset? I know you guys will manage it, right? Correct, no? But still, if you know the subject correctly, won't it be happy? Correct, na? So you will obviously will be confidently answering. My suggestion to you take it like this only. Put something in the middle of the page or somewhere. Put the arrow marks and do it. I'm telling you, yours is not like so much. You will never write in your examination asset ka pura definition. This much 100% guarantee I'll give you. What you need to remember? Concept. If concept is clear, you will crack the exam for sure. Okay? Don't need to write easy start to should be line should be there. Forget about your style for a few days. If you write like this now, after 2 3 days, continue, just follow me. Trust me and just follow whatever the style I am writing. You also write it. Fourth day when you read it, now you will feel more comfortable with my style. And reading also will happen very fast. Because there I said future economics is okay. Future economics, money is worth. Correct. Controlled word use, not owned by. That's why legal ownership is not required. Resource tangible, intangible. Right. Past events, these are the past events. Benefits will come by selling, exchanging, renting, something, correct? So many ways it will come. Right. Can I go ahead? Done. This example, would you like to take? This is just for understanding, I kept. Your choice. Can I go forward? I can send it to you. That's not a problem. Okay. Right. This is just for understanding. Now, see, when you say there is a balance sheet, correct? Na? Balance sheet is there. Balance sheet mein only you wrote na asset liability karke likha. Just now you wrote. Right. Now the point is when to record it. When can you record it in the balance sheet? There are two conditions. What did I say? Two conditions. If you satisfy both the conditions, then only you can take this asset to the balance sheet. This is also new to you, obviously. Okay, yeah, today I'm even the basics I am saying, but this is very important basics. Remember throughout the life. Without this basic, you cannot reach heights. Correct. Na? Fundamental ठीक नहीं है तो nobody can build anything. Correct. Conceptually, fundamentally, somebody should be strong. Then only you can go to any level you want. Right. Simply की balance sheet दे लो, balance sheet tally करो, balance amount suspense में डाल दो. Then it will never work in this profession, especially. What you wanted to be is not one small dabba accountant in one small company. Correct. What's your aim? ACCA. Correct. Now, is it internationally recognized now? Only Bangalore. Internationally recognized. Correct. Na? Yeah. Somebody who has completed ACCA, is it like dabba guy? Obviously not. Obviously not. He has some worth. Clear? Yeah, obviously has worth. So to get that level, you should have the fundamentals very strong, very strong. Okay, whatever I'm teaching today, you need to revise it for next at least 4 5 days perfectly, so that you will never forget. And the exam is also very nearby. And I'm telling you, whatever you're learning, it is not out of syllabus. It's part of your syllabus. I'll show you where in which page may the sentences are there. Okay, right. Conditions to recognize asset. What do you mean by recognition? Identification. Okay. Anything else? Identification word meaning is okay, but that is not so correct. Why I'll tell. In accounting terminology, not identification. Recognize. Recognize means record in the books of account. What is it? Record in the books of account. Bring it to books of account. So When to recognize asset means when do you bring it to books means I will record it as an asset in the balance sheet, not identification. Identification meaning is correct in general language. General English में identification no problem, that is right. But in my accounting language, no, that is not correct. Recognize an asset. Recognize an asset means record it in the books of account. Bring it to the books of account means debit asset means what? Recognize the asset. What do you mean by right? Debit asset or passing journal entry means recognition. You can take it into books of account as an asset only when you satisfy two conditions. Two mandatory, yes. Sir, one satisfied, sir. Second one not satisfied, sir. Then it will not be taken to balance sheet. Then where it will go, sir? Profit and loss ko chalega. It has to go to profit and loss. It will not go to balance sheet. Hello, understood? Right. Tell me first one. What is the first condition, sir? First condition is probable future economic benefits inflow. You should speak out. Can you? Yeah, tell me what is the first condition? Probable future economic benefits inflow to the entity. Correct? There should be something inflow. What do you mean by probable? It's like English class only. No? For everything I'm asking meaning. Correct? No? But required, not required. Very much required. Otherwise, if you don't know the meaning, you will use very light terms. Because we'll see many chartered accountants and maybe chartered accountants or general accountant. We'll see many guys. They'll use all light terminology. But that terminology, I can't put it in the financial statements and sign. When somebody is signing financials, am I supposed to be careful of the word or not? Correct. Now, simply if you sign like that, no, they'll take me to jail only. What are you thinking? It will become fraud. Correct. No? Yeah, autograph. Correct. No, chart account and signature. This is, isn't it? Tomorrow your sign will be valuable like that only. No. Yes or no? So they tell me what do you mean by probable? General meaning you tell first. What you know. May or may not. Perfectly talk. Yes. Tell them what is correct. Only may no. Both are same. May not, or only may say. There is one more word called possible also in English language. What do you mean by possible? May not is. Then how come both will be same? You understood? Possible is may or may not. Probable means if I say probably trains, what do you mean by that? Probably it may rain. What do you mean by that? Superb. There are more chances of rain. Probably means there are more probability. More probabilities means more than 50% chance is there to rain. Not 100% chance, above 50% chance. You understood? So probable is different from possible. So in language, when you are writing, you have to be particular in selecting the words. Correct na? Probably will you pass or possibly will pass? Well, you choose whichever word you want. Probable. Correct. It has to be probable. Means above 50% chance I am going to win. Yes. Right. That is more and more important. Plus the next one. Next one, what do we say? Cost or value should be measured reliably. क्या बोला? Cost or value should be measured reliably. Measurement means measurement. Correct na? How much it is? Correct na? Cost. How much? Correct. How much mobile sir? 30,000 rupees sir. Measure. What is the measure? How much worth? Measured in rupees 30,000. Agree na? Something any asset. One table is there. How much sir? 20,000 rupees sir. Some number. X number will come. Cost or value. What is the worth? Today value. What is the land value? My grandfather bought for 25 rupees. Sir. Today how much sir? 25 crores sir. Today's value. That is cost is my grandfather ka cost. 25 rupees. Now so many zeros came down. Isn't it? That's what important. That should be measured reliably. Now, if I take a scale of Like say 0% to 100%. Middle if I keep it 50%, some percentages I keep. Correct. Now, where should I keep possible? Possible below 50. Correct. Now, probable above 50. Probable more likely than not. That means above 50% chance. And what about this 50 below percentage are equal to 50 percentage is called possible. Okay. And this side 0 to 10 percentage chance only, sir. Means very light chance. That is called remote. What do you call? Remote chance. Right? Is it required, sir? Very much required. Why means I'll tell you, have you heard word contingent liability? Have you heard word called contingent liability? Contingencies you heard in accounts? Never heard? Not a problem. I'll introduce you. Okay, right. IAS 37, International Accounting Standard 37 talks about provision, contingent liabilities, and contingent assets. So, what is contingent liability? Contingent liability is a possible obligation arising from past events, it says. The word used is what? Possible, not a probable obligation. Possible. Suppose somebody filed a case against the company. Okay, right. I am telling, no, we will win, we will win. Is it possible or probable? I will win. Are you liar? Judge? Then how can you tell probable? Correct. Now God knows. Agree my point. But are you supposed to show it to the people? Or somebody filed a case. They're asking for 100 crores. If they win the case, my company closes. Agree? Are you supposed to inform this to the members? Yes or no? Correct. Now, suppose you are a member of my company. Do I need to tell this information to you or not? Yes. Even if it is possible, I have to inform at least. Is it pakka I will lose? Huh? No, no, no. I am sure I will win, but there is a chance of losing. Correct. My lawyer is telling will win. But lawyer also not God. That's why I'm telling you there is a case. Hey, somebody filed, the GST department filed a case for 100 crores. Clear? That information we are supposed to give. Clear? Right. Chalo. So this is the one. Answer 95% above hai to virtually set pakka. Pakka word is that one. 95% above hai to pakka. Perfectly. I mean there is no doubt. Certain. Certainty is like 95% above. 50 plus hai to probable. 50 minus hai to possible. 10 below 10 hai to remote word should be used. Can you make a note of this? This is important. Shall we? Any questions so far? Yeah. Chalo. Done. Yeah. Cost means historical cost. You can say this. You can make a note. Historical means already what you have incurred. I told now my grandfather incurred 25 rupees. That is cost in the past. Value means today value. Today 25 crores. That is today fair value or net realizable value. Shall we? Done. See, next. Are these are following assets? First question, right? First, if it is asset, I want to take it to balance sheet. It should satisfy how many conditions? Two conditions. You can see your textbook, notebook also. You can tell. What are the two conditions? Probable future economic benefits inflow should be there. Okay. Next, cost or value should be measured. If I say, what is the value of this phone? If I ask you, what is one number you can tell now? New brand new as you. This is used. General example telling. Is there a model something? I'll tell one model. Can you tell approximately value? Approximately you can tell. Maybe 1,000, 2,000 rupees plus or minus can be there. Yes or no? Can you tell or not? Something you should be able to measure. I can tell. There may be slight variance. That's fine. Forget. Variance ko chodo. Correct. Accuracy not required. Right. So once again, what are the two conditions, please? Probable future economic benefits inflow to the entity. Second is cost or value should be measured reliably. Whenever you answer my question, is it an asset or expenditure? If it is not asset, then it is an expense. Correct? You apply your knowledge. Does it satisfy these two conditions? Yes. Then asset tick. Neto expense. Tell me preliminary expense incurred by the company. Preliminary expense. You heard this word? For what preliminary expense is incurred? Before incorporation. Correct? For incorporation of the company. If you want to open one company, how will you open company? Any idea? Door opener? No, no. What should you do? Registration should be done. How do you do registration? You should go and get it done by one company secretary or lawyer or chartered accountant can do it. Will they do free of cost? No. How much they take? Depends upon situation. Correct. Some people will take 1 lakh, some people will do for 30,000, 50,000. It varies. Correct. Na? So 1 lakh rupees we paid. At 1 lakh rupees you paid. Is it expense or asset? Hmm? Excellent expense. Correct. Shall I take it the balance sheet asset side? No. Correct. Now the expenditure you incurred, job khatam. Can I sell the incorporation certificate? Will come. Can I go and sell in the market? Will anybody give you value? In company, why should I pay money? Nobody will pay. Once you pay to chartered accountant or company secretary or lawyer for opening the company, they will open, they will give one piece of paper with company name, CIN number, company's identification number will be there. Correct? That's all. Your company open, my job is done. Give me my 1 lakh. Clear? Right. Perfect. So it's a preliminary expenditure is obviously not an asset. It is a expense. Correct? Right. So it's charge it off. When I say expenditure, it will go where? P&L or balance sheet? P&L. That's all. Next, advertisement expenses. Tell me. Expense. Why? Because expense you wrote. That's why expense. Suppose I incurred huge expenditure. Okay. Suppose in IPL, I spent some 100 crore rupees we spent for my company branding. Can I call it as asset or can I call it as expense? Think and answer, no problem. You clear? I have whatever I told you heard right. What I said in IPL, I spent 100 CR. Hmm. Right. Now tell me, it's an expense. First question. Does it give probable future economic benefits? Probable or possible? You should answer. No, that's what. That's where you require it. Correct? Na? Yes or no? You being an accountant or ACCA future, you should decide. You spend 100 crore. पक्का पैसा आ जाएगा क्या कल? Yes or no? No. Guarantee will come. No. Probability, God knows. Agree. Correct. Now, have you seen many movies where they have done so much of show? You understand? That whoever the hero may be, correct, XYZ hero. But cinema में वर्थ नहीं है तो nobody will go. Agree? Correct na? Even though you do some promotions, that, this and everything happen, no. And first day you will get to know this. Dam nahi hai. Then why should I pay? I'll wait for OTT. Agree or not? People are not that fools. Maybe fans also fools, but not they also like second time they also won't go. Agree or not? Right. So advertisement किया तो पैसा आएगा. This is not always correct. Possible है. क्या हो सकता? Possible. Advertisement can create, suppose example, Virat Kohli is coming and opening one shop here in Jayanagar. Who is coming? I don't think so. Introduction is required. Correct, na? Who is Virat Kohli? Not required. Virat Kohli is coming and opening. Whether the matter will be spreaded everywhere easily. What is the matter will come? Virat Kohli is coming to Bangalore, Jayanagara, opening one Jaya Lucas shop. Correct, huh? Right. Now, because of this, you're all fans of Virat Kohli. Will you go and purchase gold from there? Huh? Correct. You're really telling. But but you got to know one thing. What is it you got to know? There is one Jai Lucas shop in Jayanagara. Yes or no? If required, you may look at it. Even if you enter, doesn't mean that you will buy it. That's your choice. Correct, na? Right. So just possibility is high because you are entering into the shop, may buy, not probably buy, may buy. Correct. Everybody enter will not buy, but there is a possibility. That's also advertisement can create awareness that there is some availability of this information. Correct, na? Right? But there is no probability. That's what I am trying to tell. It is an expenditure, as you people rightly said. Correct, na? It creates awareness, but sales are not guaranteed. Correct, na? Sales are possible, but not probable. Right? And advertisement may not be a factor for the sales all the time. Only advertisement here. Correct, now we have seen many movies recently also. I mean, Shah Rukh Khan, Salman Khan, many. I mean, Salman Khan का some movie था ना, some Sikindar. I think recent movie, last movie maybe. Correct, na? Didn't work. There was too much hype created by the people. So much advertisement happened all over. But I mean, hero is super, director is super, cinema only not super. Okay, what happened? Your advertisement cannot save you. Advertisement, correct? There are so many movies, all youngsters. I mean, they need a lot of introduction. But movie to super. Will it go? Yes or no? What is that? The Kannada movie was there. Chisu something was there. No? Su. Ah, correct. Correct. Na? Right. So all those are famous actors. No. Correct. Na? But it earned a lot of money, 100 crores plus it earned. Are you aware? Right. Advertisement no, content होना first. Advertisement में है. Content नहीं है तो advertisement cannot. People, you can fool me for one time. Maximum, and too much fool me second time also. Correct, no. But that time I will also become aware, no. Hey, this guy is fooling me, and why should I pay money? It will happen always like that, my dear. Next, I'm product launch or opening ceremony expenditure. I called Virat Kohli. We paid him 10 crores just to come here, ribbon cut and go. We gave 10 crores. Yes, their brand value will be very high. I told na, how much word it is, but just Virat Kohli came and went. No, that word is sufficient to spread the news. Oh, there is one Jai Kasha here. Correct, na? Automatically will be registered because their brand value. That's why they charge that much. That's fine. That is not our business. Now, this is an expenditure or asset? Expense. Correct. Now, Virat Kohli can register that there is one shop, but he cannot make us purchase. That is may, not probable. Understood? Right. Same. It is an expenditure. It cannot be asset. Agree? Right. This information I'll share it to you. Nothing to note it, but understand it. Tell me, training expenditure. I trained you guys. You're my company employees. I spent training you guys something Excel, GST, Tally, Zoho Books, SAP. Because you don't know anything, I'm training you. Now tell me, training expenditure. Shall I say it's asset or expenditure? Expense asset or expenditure. Why expense? Why not asset? Why asset? Anybody would like to say? It is possible. Even though I train, you will not learn only. Is it? Right? What else? What's your answers? They may or may not perform well. They may perform, may not perform. Not only that, ma, today I'll train you. Okay, after taking full training, you will resign and go. Can I control you? No, nobody can control anybody. Correct? Na? I can hold you for 2 months, or 3 months, 4 months. Afterwards, resign and go. I trained properly, you learned properly, and you said no. With this training, I got a better job and fit. Possible or not? And then what is the benefit? How do you say I'm controlling benefit here? But it can happen sometime when I have an agreement with you. I will train you, but this is not a general Excel training or something like say pilot training. Pilot training is expensive or it's very expensive. Lakhs and lakhs of 25 lakhs, 50 lakhs. It will be expensive. Now I'll say I'm some Indigo company. I'll train you guys. 50 lakh rupees I'll pay from my pocket. Correct now. But you have to sign one agreement. Next 3 years you have to be with me. No sir, I want to go. Pay first 50 lakh. Understood? You work with me, no problem. 3 years you work, afterwards 3 years you want to leave whenever you want, go, no problem. But you have to be with me 3 years. Agreement I took. Now, can you go? Now, the benefit of you will come to me for next 3 years or not? Like that. Do you have a control over that benefit? Agreement something is there. He cannot go anywhere. Correct. Otherwise, he had to pay me money. Then I have a control. Then I can say, correct. It depends. Does the entity has a control over? Correct na? Right. Do you have a bond? You call agreement bond, whatever. Correct ना? Bond sign करना. हाँ bond sign किया सर. Sign किया तो asset है. Sign नहीं किया सर. Correct ना? Just because I taught you GST, you will stay back here 10 years sir. What are you telling? Correct na? Nobody. Small training को no use. That's why it is all supposed to be charged up. Next, self-generated goodwill. Asset only. What do you write? Intangible. But my own generation. It is not bought goodwill. Right. First, asset if you want to say. How many conditions satisfy? 2. What is the first one? Probable. Speak out at least now. Probable future economic benefits inflow. If I have a goodwill, I can make money. Yes or no? So first condition satisfied. What about second condition? Cost. Have you purchased? If you say I purchased, sir, means for how much? Next question will come. It is you generated or you purchased? Generated. Correct. Now what is the worth of goodwill? Tell me. Nobody can tell. Correct. Now, what is the Tata company worth now? That balance sheet total is not the worth. Its goodwill is different. Understood? Tata company is coming out with one product means people have the trust and Tata. Trust a goodwill. Valuing that is right now. Maybe in your degree, you people will value. In the world, there is no method to value. You understood? Sir, but I am valuing in degrees, sir. There is all Dabba methods. Those are not recognized in the world, except in your university, in your books. Understood? You cannot. So, do you satisfy caste? I didn't pay. Value? God only knows. Nobody can measure the value of it. When you can't measure, that means have you satisfied second condition? That's all. It cannot be asset. That's it. Very simple. It always goes by the same conditions. Correct? Now, you can't measure it reliably. Is that clear? Right. So that is first and foremost. Last, one more. I mean, another 2, 3 examples are there. Check yourself. Look at this question. You bought a building. Okay. Amount paid today only. Right. When you paid 15th March, we got the possession. The other guy gave me the keys also. We entered. Possession is there. Money we pay here. But what we did? Good day is on April 5th. So we went to register office and we got it signed. Which day registration happened? 5th happened. Correct? Right. Now tell me, 5th registration happened as on 31st March. Is it my asset or not? Is the question clear? When did you pay money? When registration completed? April 5th. As on 31st March, is it your asset or not? First, why do you look at me and something? You look at your book, no, first. What is asset? Asset is a resource controlled by the entity arising from the past events, expected future economic benefits inflow to the entity. Correct? Right. Is it building is a resource? Tangible asset. Correct? Na? Is it controlled by you or not? How you say? You have got the possession also. Question clear? Na? Yes or no? Possession is given or not? Have you started using or not? Yes. As on 31st March, you started using or not using? Using. Correct? Na? Right. Controlled by the entity arising from past events. Yes, because I paid the money, that's why I got the control. Right. Expected future economic benefits by using? Yes. Now registration is what? Formality. What is registration? What is registration? Frankly speaking, I purchase something from you. We both will go and tell the government, boss, she sold, I bought it. So that she will not sell the same item to somebody else. She will not cheat. Otherwise, people do cheating. You are aware now? Same land, 10 people go, they will sell. That's why we'll say, no, go and get it registered. Registered as per the government books also, Ravikant will become owner. Then she cannot sell once again. I can sell it. It is just a procedure to ensure the trust. And so the cheating will not happen. That's all. But transaction actually happened on which date? 15th March. Understood? So as on 31st March, yes or no? It's my asset. I have satisfied the definition. You understood? No. Now when you are answering something, you will look at why is it right, correct? Now why is it wrong? That is more important. Now it is not a task work. Guess nahi hona. Why? Yes. Because considering this sentence, I am saying this is yes. Because this is not there, I am saying no. Confidently, if you tell no, that is what concept. Correct ना? Guess work करने किया तो कितना guess करेगा? What question will come exam? How do I know? Correct ना? I can cover 99%. If your bad luck is very good, no, 1% will come. You understand my point? Then correct na? Nobody can save you. What can save is your concept only can save. That's why fundamentally correct learn किया तो ना this right research expense बोलो यार research के लिए I spent I see one company here in JP Nagara 6th phase shopping But their position is different. They reach already one good stage. Okay, one patient. This companies, they are into क्या बोलते हैं यार? Liver. Okay, liver replacement. I mean, replacement can happen, but sometimes what happens? Liver donor also required. Immediately it will not come. It's an item to purchase in the market. No, another human has to donate it. Immediately you make it, you may not get. But in time, if you don't get that person, patient may die. Very high chances will be there. Correct. Na? This is getting deteriorated. No donor is readily available. People will die. But sometimes what happens? Donor is there. Legal work has to happen. Otherwise, it will be serious case हो जाएगा. For that, maybe 10 days, 20 days लगेगा. Or some people may say, if I get 1 month, no, I would have got somebody. Possibilities are high, करके something will be there. But who can save you for 1 month? They're inventing one machine that will work like an artificial liver. One big machine, that patient has to be there only, next to the machine only, but liver job it will be doing. That is 100% not done, 99%, 98% is already done. That's going to be super duper hit in the very near future. But that also cannot save throughout the life. Some 3 months, 4 months, tak, you will be there. Somebody, patient will be there. Within that, you have to obviously, one person cannot be stick to the big machine throughout life. That life is not life actually. Correct. Na? So till you get another donor, you can continue. Right. But this is situation is different. Research is something what which I don't know. I'm trying for something. Got my research is what? Research is not Google search. Correct. Na? I'm trying for something which is not known to the world. I'm trying for first time in the world. Correct. Na? That is research. Right. Tell me. Then now I spent 10 crore rupees for this purpose. Shall I take it as an asset or shall I take it to P&L? Asset. How you say asset? You paid. How do you know that? You're trying for what? Known thing or unknown thing? Unknown thing will give money. Karke, how do you know? Now machine came. Okay. First time when you are starting, do you know that it will work? You know, God knows. Only God knows. Correct? Na? Do you know? No. If you know that, no. See, now cancer ko medicine hai kya? For how many years people are doing? Research हो रहा है ना? There are so many cases where there is no medicine, still going on, going on, going on. Correct? Na? For COVID also, initially what people told, no medicine possible. Correct? Correct? No? You heard at least some news and all. Correct? Na? But medicine came within 6 months only. Yes, sir. Nobody knows here what will happen. The person who is doing that scientist, no, that guy also do not know. Correct? Na? PSSL be something. I mean, what do you say? ISRO may they will send the rocket. Agree? They will also take it to Tirupati. You know that? Before launch, they will take it to Tirupati. But they are scientists only. They also know everything will not be under our control. What you think? Correct. Everything is good only. Last minute one rain also make kill the entire project. They will take you to Tirupati. Correct, na? Their puja will happen. Right? At least our belief. What is supposed to happen will happen. That I am not a scientist to point on that. But just example. As a human, I am talking. That's okay. I'm not commenting on anybody's effort or anything. Research God only knows. You, me, human. Correct. Once we become God, now we'll talk later. That is a different subject to talk. Other than FR. Right? I hope you understood. Yes. No. Research is something which you don't know. You're trying for something new in the world for first time. It will work. It may work. May not. May work. May not work. Means possible, not probable. So, Gaya, it is supposed to be what are you supposed to call? Expensive. Guys, done? Right. So we are done with what? Asset. You have so much time we spent now. Has it added some asset to you? Is it relevant? Seriously, you feel? Correct. Na? Next time when you say, shall I take it to balance sheet or shall I take it to P&L? Whatever the discussion has happened, all these words are relevant to you. This is not out of syllabus. I told you, I'll show you which paragraph, which part of your syllabus mein it's there. Okay, but without me explaining what is asset, what is liability, what is equity, what is income, what is expenditure, if I directly take you to directly chapter number 1, ले लो start, balance sheet tally करो, करेक्ट ना, इधर नंबर डालो tally हो जाएगा, right? That kind of thing will not work. Okay, right? Yeah. Hope you understood. Take some 5 minutes break. We'll be back. Yeah. Shall we? Chalo, proceed. What is a liability? Asset definition you remember? Exactly ulta bolna little. First asset ka just read out what is the asset. Asset is a resource. Liability is not a resource. I cannot tell liability is a resource. Correct. Na? It is, what is that? Controlled by the entity, arising from the past events, expected future economic benefits, outflow, inflow to the entity's asset. But here liability hai to, you are liable to pay. When you are liable to pay, future economic benefits will come or go up. Outflow. Inflow place mein outflow. Correct na? But you are liable today means how you became liable today? Will you become liable just like that? Or some past event must have happened? Past event. Correct na? How you become liable? Company will become liable how? You borrowed money. That's why you became liable. Correct. Next. Only for borrowing you will become liable. Huh? You bought the goods from your vendor. Correct. Now will you become liable to pay or not? Yes. Employee served for the March month. Are you liable to pay them salary or not? Yes. This building owner gave it to me, this room space. Am I liable to pay rent or not? Yes or no? So many reasons are there. Liability is not only through borrowing. Somebody has given me something, I have to pay to them. Agree or not? Yes, exactly. So same thing, it's an obligation. Liability means already I told you, it's an obligation to pay. Here present obligation. Yes, at the minute I'm as on 31st March, it is liable, means I have not yet paid. Right? It is payable. For what? Because I did something. I bought the goods, I borrowed the money, I got the rental space, or employees worked for me. So many reasons are there, past events, out of which expected future economic benefits outflow from the entity. Agree? Correct. Asset definition correctly, if you understood, no, this one will become easy. Their resource here is an obligation. Which obligation? As on 31st March, it is obligation. Correct. As example, I took a loan from you. On 1st March, I paid money back. On 31st March, am I liable to you? Hello? Shall I repeat the question? I took 1st January loan from you. 1st March, I paid full with interest. On 31st March, am I liable to you? No. Correct. Na? So, liability is as on which date? On a particular date. On 31st March, when I am preparing balance sheet, liability on 31st March. Correct. Na? Balance sheet as at 31st March, liability as at 31st March, asset also as at 31st March. Agreed. That now question is liability as at 31st March. When I say if it already paid, then where is the concept of liability? There is no liability. Liability is what something is going to be payable in the future. As on 31st March, not it paid. Correct. So present. What is present, sir? Present means it is outstanding. It is still not paid as on 31st March. Okay. What is obligation means? Duty. Mandatorily I have to pay. I took money from you. Do I have an option to skip? That is illegal option. Correct, man. Legal action you have to pay. Agree? Right. Other party can take legal action. If you take option, they will take action. Correct? Na? Obviously, man. I told no many NBFC companies ko I'll be doing. Some, I mean, young fellows, students only. Okay. I know many companies. Students will take the 500 rupees loan. Online app. They take. How many you want? Okay. 9 crore number of people have taken loans. इसमें 3 crore almost students है. How much minimum means 500 or 1000. While taking loan, fine. But if you don't repay in time, no. And do you think the lender will keep quiet? Will he? Right. How many people you must have seen? One person. They must have seen like you. How many people? 3 crore people. Correct. Are you different? Right. So they know how to play with you. They'll torture you mentally. They'll torture you. They'll take you. I mean, they'll say, "Will speak to parents," or correct. They must have already got your ID card before giving loan only. Which college, which school, correct. Now will contact your principal. That everything they will apply. After that, they wanted what? You took loan. Give my principal plus interest. Get lost afterwards. Correct. Now afterwards, you are somebody. I am somebody. I don't care about it. Correct. Now these students also na 500 rupees loan. They take, and what they pay back. It's not 500. Almost 750, 800 rupees they will pay for 1 month loan. 300 rupees interest per month. I mean, their personal reasons we don't know, obviously. That is, as an auditor, it was not my job, correct, to get into that level. But I mean, such kind of foolishness also is there in the market. Simply, for what reason we don't know. Right. Anyhow, that's not relevant for our subject also. Obligation means mandatory, not optional. Okay, mandatory I'm supposed to pay. Arising from past event, which we discussed. Correct? You must have taken a loan or you must have correct. It's an obligating event. Obligating in the sense I told it is not an optional event. I have to pay it. I purchased goods. I have to pay for that. Otherwise, I have to return. Agree? You have two options. What is that? Pay the money or give the goods in the same condition. Case as I did. And go and say sorry, close the matter. Correct, na? Right. Something. Suppose I served you. Now, if you come say sorry, will not happen. You have to pay me and go. Yes or no? Yeah, I borrowed from you. I have to pay you and clear my debt. That's all. So there is no choice. It's mandatory. Correct. You have to settle. No option to skip. I hope you understand. Then only it is an obligation. Then only it is a liability. Option hai sir. That is not a liability, sir. Option hai to not a liability. Settlement. Settlement karna means clear it. Once I settle, you are somebody, I am somebody. Correct? No relation. That's all. I want to close this transaction. That is settlement. On settlement, future economic benefits. Mera paisa, it will go out. Money or money's worth. Economic benefits means money as money or money's worth. That will be out from the entity. Correct? Right. Now one question will come. Sir, how do you know it is outstanding as on 31st March? Few things what happens, rent payable. Agreement में लिखा ना, you have to pay rent at the 31st March because you utilize the space from 1st March to 31st March. Correct na? Is it mentioned in the agreement? Yes, contractual obligation. What is this? Correct. Na, contractual obligation. I entered into employment agreement with you. I am working under you. Correct. Na? What are you supposed to do? Take my service and you have an obligation to pay me as per the agreement. You gave me offer letter. We signed one joining letter. Agreement entered. Na? I work. So pay me my salary. Contractual obligation. How do you know? Means it's already entered agreement, so I know it. I'm liable to pay you. And second situation could be what? Legal obligation. Correct. Income tax. Is it liable? Are you liable to pay? You're earning money. Income salary is there. Good amount of salary, 20 lakh rupees salary you're earning. Now tell me, are you liable to pay tax or not? Right. Is it contractual? You entered agreement with Nirmala Sitharamana? No, no. Then how? It's a legal obligation. Correct. I am not interested to enter into agreement only, but still have to pay. Yes or no? Yes. How means that is Income Tax Act of India is telling very clear. You have to pay beyond this, right? Legal application could be there. And one more thing is what expert's opinion. Yeah, what is expert opinion? Sometimes what happens? Suppose there is a case on the company. Okay, right. If you lose the case, you have to pay the money. क्या बोला? In one company, I'll tell. There's one pharma company in Whitefield, but actually that pharma factory not here. That is in somewhere Kadlur, near Pondicherry. Okay, 1 hour journey from Pandi. Right? They got one GST notice for 145 crores matra. Okay, how much? 145 crores का notice आता है. Demand, a command pay. Now tell me, are you liable to pay? Not necessary. Correct. Now, if you win the case, zero payment. If you lose the case, you have to pay. Correct. Now, but as on today, do you know? No. Are you God? No. Correct. Now, but sometimes what can happen? I can trust on my lawyer. If lawyer says, Ravi, company is going to lose the case, then what? I have to trust somebody, as a defense judge. I am not God, I can't decide. Suppose this girl is a liar, she knows something, she has handled so many such kind of cases. I have to listen to her. She's expert in the subject. If she says, no, case may, our side argument is not good, we are going to lose, then I am liable to pay. If she says, no, we have them, correct now, our point is very much valid. There are so many case classes already decided by other courts where everywhere company only has one GST department last. If you can prove it now, then you will get the right. You are not liable. That's where you have to depend upon expert. Here in this case, now in liar case explain, is there any contractual? No. Is there any legal? No. But you are deciding based on opinion. And some other place, something is there, events occurring after the balance sheet. This I'll tell you later. This is linked to IAS. Okay, that I don't want to disturb right now. Sometime what happens na custom. क्या होता? Custom. Because of the practice, I do pay. Tell me, bonus, is it liable to, are you liable to pay? Any idea? Bonus ka chodo, one example I'll give you. Okay, right. Very simple example I'll give you. There is one China product shop. क्या बोला? China products, na, warranty full मिलेगा ना? Once you cross the gate, over. Correct na? Right. Sorry. So no, there is actually no warranty. No warranty, no guarantee. You want to test now. Working correct. Bulb sir. Yeah, take na take. Yeah, switch right. Right. Once you went home, you tried not working. Yeah. Correct. There is no guarantee, no warranty. But I am telling you, suppose, but servicing correct now. But suppose my shop nearby, there is one shop. Assume example. That guy is giving 6 months warranty. But will he write and give sir? कुछ लिख के नहीं देता, but yes, I have experience, personal relationship है. He gives 6 months warranty. Within 6 months, something happens. He is replacing the item. Correct? Now question is what? Shall that person shop wala make a provision for warranty now? First, warranty provision means a liability. Liability means is it obligation for him or not? Warranty is an obligation for him. Question mark. Yes or no? Has he given any contract? Any piece of paper में sign करके दे दिया 6 months करके? No. But suppose you are the shop person. Still, what do you feel? If someone comes with some problem, will you replace or not? Yes. Why? You told. Correct. Now you're depending upon your word. No contract, no legal, nothing. But because I have practiced this, That's why I'll come to you after 2 kilometers also. I'll still come and purchase it from you. Why? Because you give word. Hello, correct na? What is binding her? Word. Practice. Correct. Suppose she did not give me warranty. Can I go to court? I can't go to court. But is she responsible? Yes. If she is responsible, is it application for her? Even though it is not a contractual obligation, not a legal obligation, no expert is involved, because of my customs, I am following this for years together. I do like this. Correct ना? एक word दे दिया तो follow करना. Follow करेंगे. That is my self discipline. That you cannot force me, but it's my discipline. Still, under that circumstance, you are supposed to correct ना? Indirectly, can she say no to me? Actually, if she say no, I cannot do anything. Agree? Yeah. But will she say no? Why she will not tell? If she says, isn't it that she's killing her goodwill? Hello, understood? If she say no, next time will I trust her? That's all. That is a suicide case. Understood? No. Suppose Tata company told something, we'll do like this. Tomorrow, if they say no, what will happen? People will start trusting us. Stop trusting us. Suicide only, no. Yeah, it's a big suicide, man. Expensive suicide, right? It's you have to be very careful with the correct. The company is not like a politician, no. Politician will tell today, tomorrow he'll change the world. Still will say, right, right. But company ko is a no. So they live on correct. Now we can't say no at the cost of the goodwill because it will affect my goodwill. Correct. But it is coming not because of the contract, it is not coming because of the legal, it is not coming because of the expert, it is not coming because of the events occurring after the balance sheet date, it is coming because of constructive application. It is like self binding. Nobody binding me. I am binding myself to my word. You understood? क्या क्या बोला? Nobody is binding us. Who is binding? I myself. That is called constructive application. This is new words, correct? Na? Is it new word or you know already? You have to remember. In the descriptive, if the situation comes and if you have to use na light English language, if you use correct na possible, probable, nahi chalega. Because first and foremost thing, correct na you want it to be right. If you write something nonsense and if you sign below, what will happen to the institute? Whose value down? Your value already down. Okay, no question. But its value of whom down in addition to your value? Correct na? ACCA का value भी down. Why? How did you make him pass first? Okay, that means your products are like this. Products are नहीं अच्छे हैं तो company को भी problem. Automatically problem will be there for company. That's the first reason. Understand? So that's why we do write correct. After writing audit report properly, we read it like twice, thrice. The language is fine. Comma place में comma correct है क्या? हाँ correct नहीं. Does it give any alternative meaning? Correct word choosing because you're going to sign there. You're responsible for something. Agree? That's why you should be. But it will come over a period for you guys. You guys are very young. Correct. First you learn it. Right. You will choose the right terminology little later. This is just a first glance. Right? So what is the the new word, my dear? It is a constructive obligation. That's a new terminology. Try to remember. Can you just take this, please? Are you comfortable? Uh, this power off. Yeah. Is the speed fine here? Am I going too fast or too slow? Let me know in case if you find any difficulty with speed. Yeah. Shall we go ahead? Hmm? Done. Right. Some few questions. Here also like two conditions. Same two conditions of asset. So ulta. Exactly reverse. I tell you what are the two conditions of asset. First condition, probable future economic benefits inflow. Now here, probable future economic benefits outflow. That's all. Condition one. Okay. Exactly. Inflow became outflow. Next. What is asset definition? Asset second condition. Cost or value should be measured reliably. Here nothing cost or value. Liability should be measured reliably. That's all. Cost is for asset. Correct. Liability word ko cost. Correct. I am liable. Suppose I have to pay 1 crore rupees. What is the cost of loan? It looks very hard, no? How much are you supposed to pay? How much are you supposed to pay? 1 crore I am supposed to pay. Done. Is it clear? Right. So same thing I'll take you through conditions to recognize the liability. First one, probable future economic benefits outflow plus, correct, it should be measured reliably. That's all. How much you are, when you want to record something, you should know how much also. Without knowing how much, how do you pass journal entry first? If you say something account debit to something account credit, number तो लिखना है ना, ये number नहीं मालूम है तो dash लिखेगा क्या? So you should be knowing something. That's what this. It should be measured reliably. Hello, correct? Right. Can you just take down these two words? See, one sentence I'll tell. Not for subject, this one. You understood the subject, correct? Asset क्या है, liability क्या है, the correct, something I explained to you. It's clear. Now tell me, when something is asked in the examination, how do you answer this? You understood. I tried my level best. You also put your efforts and you have understood it. What is asset, what is liability. But when someone asks, how do you answer? For that, what is required? You have to revise this. Otherwise, what is asset means, same old dialogue only will come. Agree or not? Understanding is different. Carrying till the examination hall is different. To carry till exam hall, you have to revise it. Without knowing the meaning, if you try to mug it up, no, that is useless. But once you understand the subject, then you have to revise. That when you read it again and again, it's not mugging up, it is revision. What is it? Revision. If you revise it more and more, then you will get more and more confidence in the language, what you write. Understand? It is not by hearting. By hearting meaning what? Without knowing the meaning, just to mugging. This is not by hearting. This is called revision. You understood in the classroom, but you want to take the same thing to the exam hall, means you have to revise. Without that, no. My help will be to make you understand. Correct now. Give you the concept clarity. That's my job. But revision you have to do. Correct now. Then only you can give mock exam. And you know how much you are supposed to pay for each exam? How many thousands? 17, 18,000 rupees. Correct now. It depends on pound value. So around higher number 18,000 rupees. Would you like to take a chance? Obviously, nobody. 17,000 is not a small money to anybody. Correct now. Would you like to just go and try and waste money? Nobody does it. So are you supposed to be confident? Yeah. When you will become confident? Only when you revise the subject. Correct now. Keep that in mind. You are matured enough. I know that. But still, it's my responsibility to remind you. Till correct, till end of the class, I'll be reminding this. Because that is my job. Okay? Right. Yes, please. So what is this, my dear? We ordered the goods on 30th March. You tell me, is it a liability or not? Because after liability discussion, that only will come. We ordered the goods on 30th March. Okay, how much? 5 lakh worth. But goods received on 5th April. As on 31st March, am I liable to pay to vendor? Seller को pay करना क्या? Suppose Amazon में you ordered here. Cash on delivery option is there. You ordered on 30th March, but item came on 5th April. On 30th March, right? Is it a liability for you to pay 5 lakhs? Is the question. Yes or no? No is one answer. Anybody yes? Is the question clear or you want any clarity? You can ask me. No problem. Yes, please. Are you liable to anybody on 30th, 31st March? When you will become liable, at least tell me. After receiving. Agree. Correct na? Right. 31st March, can that seller come and collar pakad ke correct na? Hey, give me my 5 lakh. First get me goods. Then ask for money. Without giving goods, how do you ask? Correct. Even if I give, that is called advance. That is, I am not liable to pay you. Correct. Na? Once you give me the goods, then I am liable to pay you. Agree or not? Order kiya. I ordered doesn't make me liable. Just order does not make me liable. Is it clear? Right. That's most important. Okay, na? Shall we make a provision? Provision means liability. Shall we make a provision for 5 lakh? No. When I am liable, that day I will make a provision. Till that time, no provision. Correct, na? So, first thing, no. Why no, sir? Why no? So means correct. There is no present obligation on 31st March. Simple, ma. If I say I am liable means I am liable to this guy. That guy should have a right to ask me also. No? Hello, understood? What did I say? Tell me. This is vice versa, na? Opposite also. If I say I am liable to this man, means that guy also will have a right to ask. He can come and catch me. Ravi, when do you pay me money? You're liable to pay. Because suppose he gave me money already. Can he come and ask me? I gave you 1 lakh. Give me my money. You told me already you'll give it so and so day. Give me now. Does he has right or not? Yes. But in this case, does he has right? No, because he has not given goods to me on 31st March. Then how will he get the right? When he does not have right, then how come I have an obligation? Correct, na? One party will have right, another party will have obligation. It cannot be like the other party does not have right, but still I am liable. It can't be. Clear? Right. That is important. One more simple thing. And this may be a little difficult, but you try. Have you heard preference share capital? Equity share capital, preference share capital word you heard, na? Right. Preference share capital. Right. Suppose whether the preference share capital is a liability now? Question mark. Preference share capital, equity share capital is a liability or no? No. We concluded no. First only we concluded no. Yeah. And what did I say? Are we liable to repay? Preference share capital, are you liable to repay? Yes. At least in India, you have to repay. It always depends upon the agreement. In India, redeemable preference shares maximum 20 years you are supposed to repay. If not today, after some time you are supposed to pay back. Mandatory you have to pay. Now, is it a liability to the company or equity to the company? Super you told. Liability. If not today, tomorrow you have to pay. Liability means an obligation which is payable in the future. Yes or no? That's all. Is it a liability? Nah. Yes, it is a liability. Correct. Sir, share capital. Preference share capital. No, don't go by the language. Go by the substance. What you should catch? Substance. Correct. Reality, what it is. Not super. I mean, like, I mean, on the top, what is there? Don't judge based on the just language. Correct. In reality, what it is? Accordingly, you tell the liability or equity. Clear? Right? Can you make this only these two lines note? Correct, hardly two sentences, that's fine. Now, equity. One more small definition, which I already dealt. Just one more line you will be writing. What is equity? I told. Two, three words I told. Equity share capital plus reserves and surplus. And one more thing what I told. Owners fund. Very good. You repeat it. The more you speak out. Correct. Now, that will not go down, down, down. Correct. Just one basic thing. You are not so small kids also. Correct. No? Obviously, you're not first class, second class students. No. Right. You're sitting in ACCA class. Right. Whatever you suppose example, see any sloka. If I say and Vinayaka, any sloka you know in life, correct? Right. And Shiva or Vinayaka and some god, correct? Whichever, whoever it is. You must have revised it for how many times? Correct. This many number of times. Right. That's why even if you say today, will it come automatically or you're supposed to revise once? It will come. Even tables also. Maybe during childhood time. How many times you must have written as a homework or classwork? Correct. Every relative comes, he'll ask. Isn't it? Correct. That's why still some, maybe if I ask some 19th table at all, you may not tell. But at least till 10th table, will you be able to answer? That is the impact of revision. That's the impact of revision. It will not go out and speak out. Whenever I ask, thoda energy leke, correct, and take your energy and you speak out, that's going to be helpful. You will tell and you will listen, and I will also tell the same thing. Double, triple impact will be there, and till the examination, 100% you can carry. Okay, extra efforts you can reduce it. Be in the class effectively and focused. That's more than sufficient. You are done more than half percent, 50% job is done here. You are making your result probable if you are attentive in the class. Got it? Yeah. No, sir. I just bring my body, park it here, and go. Then possible. Correct. Na? So no parking facility here. Sure. So is right. What is equity, sir? Equity is nothing but residuary interest in assets after deducting the liabilities. I will tell simple. Correct. What is equity? Shareholders will get money. How much you will get? I'm closing the company. What are you doing? Closing the company. What do they get? First, liquidator, one guy will be appointed by the government. He will sell all the assets of the company. He will pay the liabilities. Correct. Now, after paying liability, whatever is left, that will be given to equity shareholders. Is it clear? What is it? He will sell the assets, then pay the liabilities. Then whatever remaining, given to the equity. Residuary means what? Remaining. Residuary means what? Remaining. Residuary is remaining. Remaining when remaining after assets minus liability, that remaining will go to equity. That's what equity. Equity is nothing but residuary interest in assets after deducting the liabilities. That is nothing but what is the equities are in simple words net assets. Net assets means what, sir? Assets minus liabilities called net assets. Okay, right. So residuary means leftover. This is what we already spoke. Correct? Would you like to take those few words that are hardly anything? We are left with another half an hour. I'll clear what is income, what is expenditure. 15 minutes, 15 minutes, more than sufficient. Generally, asset only will take good amount of time because all linked will come. That's why it will save a lot of time of mine. Tomorrow, I'll explain maybe first half. Okay, some basic journal entries related I'll explain. Okay, and I'll give you some reference of my one of the video where I have taught journal entries, debit, credit, and at least some 60-70 transactions को explain किया. What you people should do, even though you are good or bad, don't bother. Run through that video. Okay, and with pen, not just sir, I'm going by metro, I'm listening, sir. No, but with book you should please. Okay, na? Whatever I'm telling, right? You can pause the video. You can think what is debit, what is credit. Then you attempt, check yourself. That will give you good clarity. Okay, right? I'll post that video link. I will post it in the Telegram channel. You're all of you there, no? Right, I'll post right by tomorrow at least. Right. If not tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Please finish that. That won't take too much of time. Maybe 1.5 hour. Right. Properly sit at one place. Whichever the speed you are comfortable, you watch. But with pen paper. You should make a note of all the journal entries, whatever I taught. If I say credit sales, you should not hesitate to tell what data account debit to sales. First, it should come. It's coming that speed, manner. You understood. Now you're thinking, what debit? You are out. No further discussion. Okay, right. So we don't need to spend much time since I have already recorded. I'll just give you the link. Spend some time. You can, that is obviously YouTube link only, which I made long ago. Okay. You can share it with your friends, whoever you feel like it makes sense. First you watch. If you feel helpful, then you share it. Then, chalo. Next, income. I told the next half an hour, income expenditure and clear it. Then balance sheet means three. Asset, liability, equity, over. Profit and loss में income, expense. These are the five. Correct ना? Like a fist. Here grip नहीं है तो this is my personal experience. I go to whichever the company. Correct ना? Whenever the doubt will come, no, we have to come to the fundamentals again. Okay. N number of experiences of mine on these five definitions. Entirely it will run all the entire subject of IFRS. Every chapter I can link all these five words. You trust me. This is fundamental first day class. No, no. I have so many years of experience, my dear. I am not teaching for first time. Okay, right. Accountancy, so that is my bread and butter. I learned so many lakhs on that. Got it? Right. So trust me, that much worthful. Right. Now, what is income? Can you tell me? Here, what is income? Generally, you tell. Forget about the definition. General discussion. 2-3 minutes. Revenue. What is revenue again? Income. Yes, super. Ultimate answer. Huh? Profit. Okay. Profit is income minus expense is profit. I am asking income, top line. Correct enough? Profit is called net. So that is not okay. Next. Money is called future economic benefit. Money is not income. Suppose you give me 1 lakh rupee loan. I got 1 lakh loan. Income. Oh, it's not income. I'll give interest to you. That is income to you. Discount is income. How? Not okay. Huh. Tell now whatever you feel. Let me go wrong. Don't hesitate. Hardly few people are there. How does it matter what this guy will feel, what that guy will feel? Correct. Let them feel whatever they want. You should openly answer, let it go wrong. That is important, my dear. That is what missing in ACCA and CA. MBA fellows are there. They don't know ABCD, but they know how to speak. They'll make you bagra. Just they know language. Subject, no. They're getting paid, no. Hmm? First to speak, no. Right or wrong afterwards. If wrong है तो correct करेंगे. प्रयास. Correct. That's what my job. Yes, please. Income means income definition is very difficult. Seriously. That's why they also have not explained what is income directly. That's why what they said, increase in asset is income. Every increase in asset income, not exactly. Increase in asset, which is leading to increase in equity. Equity is what? Something I'm not liable to pay. Correct? Na? Value is going up, but I don't have an obligation to pay. Equity means what? Bolo? Which is not a obligation. Hello, understood? Simple. Okay. Right. Listen. My gold ring is there. Okay. I bought it for 1 lakh. Example. Round figure. It went to 1,20,000. Now gold value has gone. Is it my asset value gone up? Yes or no? Am I liable to you? 20,000 rupees, am I liable to pay? Yeah. No. That is my equity or not? Equity. So 20,000 is what? Income. So in simple words, bolo, increase in asset, which is leading to increase in that's income. Or one more thing, decrease in liability, which is increasing my equity. End of the day, increase in equity should happen. How decrease in liabilities are? Simple. I'm liable to pay to this girl 1 lakh. How much? She gave me discount of 10,000. How much I should pay now? My liability was how much? 1 lakh. Now it is liability came down or not? Yes. So either 10,000 rupees is a profit to me. Hello, correct? 10,000 I am not liable to pay. Hello, correct? Is it equity or not? Yes. So what is the two lines definition? Bolo? Increase in asset, increase in equity is an income. Once again, all of you, please participate. Well, increase in asset leading to increase in equity is an income. Next, decrease in liability, increase in equity. Increase in equity always is also income. Simple. First example, gold value went up. I'm not liable to anybody. So my equity gone up. 1 lakh rupees became 90,000 rupees ka liability. Loan come ho gaya. Correct. Loan is reduced by 10,000 rupees. Agree? That 10,000 rupees, am I liable to pay anybody? No. I'm not liable to pay. That's why she gave the 10,000 rupees of discount. It's my income. Still my increasing equity is going up. Correct? Na? That's all. Observe this. Increase in asset or decrease in liability. Correct? Na? Right. So, which is ultimately increasing the equity other than contribution by the owners. See, always. See, R. Correct? Na? What is the word here we used? One sec. क्या हो गया? One sec, it comes. Yep. Just a sec. Okay, coming in small size, but you can see, right? Yeah. Well, time B. Correct. Now, what is that I am telling here? It is R. Either increase in asset, which is leading to increase in equity, or decrease in liability, which is leading to increase in equity. That is income. Other than contribution by owner. What is this contribution by owner? Simple example I'll take. Suppose this is balance sheet. Correct na? Right. I issued shares. What will happen? Share capital will go up by 100 rupees. Correct na? Cash also will come to the company 100 rupees or not? What is happening here? Cash asset is gone up, equity also gone up, but is it income? Shares issue किया तो पैसा आएगा, but that is not income, no. That's why we used the word other than contribution by the owner. Owner contribution. This contribution means purchasing the shares. That is not income. Is it clear? Hello, right? Can you make a note of this? Right. It includes, people will call it as like what you say. People will call it as profits and the gain. No problem. They will call realized gain, unrealized gain. All are incoming. Nothing like realized only. No, no. Income includes realized income. Okay, unrealized income. Okay, every income need not be transferred to profit and loss statement. It will be set by the respective IFRS. Okay, IFRS and right. Next, one of our person told income means revenue. Correct na? Income means revenue. No, not correct. Revenue means what? Sale of goods or sale of services. Income can come from, correct. I sold my fixed asset. I have some shares of Reliance. I sold. I got a profit. Is it income? Yes. I sold my table. I got income, profit. Income, income. Correct. Na? Foreign exchange profit, I got it. Is it income? Income. So that's why I said here, income is a superset. Revenue is subset. One small subset. Okay, na? That word, right? You just need to be careful. Right? Based on this, can you write a definition for expense? Try, Karo. If you have a doubt, use pencil or something. What will happen? Maximum wrong will happen. That's all. Nothing else can happen. Nobody will sue you. Just think and try. Income is superset. Revenue is subset. Because income can happen by selling fixed assets, by selling foreign currency, by government grant. I got it. You so many things of so many ways my income can come. Not just by selling goods and services. Right? Yeah. Can we try expense? Try karo first line. Increase in asset placement. What should I write? Decrease in asset, which is leading to decrease in equity, or increase in liability, which is leading to decrease in equity. All the time decreasing. Next, contribution placement. Other than contribution, contribution is receiving by the company. Distribution is giving by the company. Other than distribution. That's how, see, definition is over. Just observe words correctly. then you can make out. That's easy, basically. Right? Chalo. Right. One small examples I'll give you first. I hope you noted, no, this one. Can I go ahead? Done. Say balance sheet. Inventory. There is 100 rupees inventory worth. Rupees, dollars, whatever it is. Okay, $100, 100 worth inventory. Now the question is, we sold it for 150. Now is it income or not? Yeah, income. Once I sell it, that inventory will become cash. So I get 150 cash now. 50 rupees is what? Profit, income. Correct. Now that profit, is it equity, increasing equity or increasing liability? Increase in equity. Am I liable to pay anybody? Oh, that's my profit. So that's all. So once you sell, you will get 150 cash. At the same time, there will be increase in the profit and loss. I mean, that is what reserves and surplus, you can call it as 50 rupees gone up. Increase in asset, increase in equity. That's what my income. Right? Is it realized or unrealized? Realized. Realized. It came to money. Correct. Now, simple example. Say my gold value has gone up by 20,000. Is it realized or unrealized? Have I sold? I have not sold ring. No. Ring is with me only. No. It is realized or unrealized? Unrealized. Till I sell, 20,000 will not come. But is it an income to me? Yes. Correct? Na? That's what. So here next example, if I say PPE, property, plant and equipment. Fixed assets you call, no? Correct terminology is property, plant and equipment. That is how much? Some thousand. Now the value, right now market value is how much? 1,300. Can we increase the assets value? Yes, subject to conditions. If you increase the value, we'll record a journal entry called property, plant and equipment account debit to revaluation reserve. What do you record? Revaluation reserve, revaluation surplus, different terminology people use. Doesn't matter, all same. Meaning is same, terminology different. So 300, 300. Correct now. So what will happen? 1,000 will become 1,300 and 300 rupees revaluation reserve. Correct. Now what is happening? Tell me here. Increase in asset is increased or decreased? Increased. And because of which what is happening? Equity also. Equity includes reserves and surplus or not? Yes. Increasing or not? Yes. So is it income? Income. But is it realized? Have you sold the asset? No. Well, correct. But value has gone up. Like ring. Is it unrealized income or not? Yes. It is unrealized. Is it income? Yes. Absolutely income. Correct. Now it is unrealized income. It is absolutely income, but unrealized income. Clear, guys? Right? Yeah. This ko chhod do. This I told already. I mean, issuing equity share capital is not income because it is a contribution. That's what. Expenditure ka definition. What is expense ka definition? I told all of you speak out. Decrease in asset and leading to decrease in the equity, or increase in liability leading to decrease in the equity, other than distribution to the owner. Exactly. See that? Just apply little knowledge, no? That's all. That is the subject. Okay. Is it so important? Very important. You will get to know. Okay. Entire IFRS 15 revenue from the contracts with the customers. There is one standard. You have a standard. Some 30 pages, 40 pages data is there. Real standard, you know how many pages? Only 150 pages. Okay. What you will be learning is only this much. Balance, when do you learn? At professional stage you will learn. And what I told 150 is just bare standard. What did I say? Bare. Iska explanation if I start giving 2000 pages. My professional book is 2500 pages. You understand? Right? Edition number 2 is in work in progress. It will happen in a month. All this time I was very, very busy. Now I got a little break. So I'll be completing it maybe in a month or two. Okay? Right. You will learn it. But anyhow, everything you will taste. That I'm sure. Then can you take down this? It includes losses, transactions with owners. This remember red color wala. Whatever I wrote it in red, you remember. Transaction with owner can never be income. are expense. When you give money, that is not expenditure. When you take money from the owner, owner is shareholder in a company. No, it is not. It is neither income nor expenditure. That's why it will never be routed through profit and loss statement. It is only balance sheet transaction. No routing through profit and loss. So what is expense, my dear? All of you together once again. Decrease in asset leading to decrease in equity, increase in liability leading to decrease in equity other than distribution to owners. A transaction with owner will never be income or expense. It will never be routed through P&L. Remember this. So dividend paid. Dividend paid to whom? Shareholder. Is it that is transaction with the owner? Will it come in the P&L? Should not come because it is a transaction with the owner. That's why it should not come in the profit and loss statement. Dividend paid is not an expense. Make a note somewhere. Yeah, otherwise I wrote dividend payment, dividend to distribution to owners is not an expense. It is appropriation of profit. ब्रैकेट में लिखो dividend paid is not an expense. Dividend paid is not an expense. Done? Sure. Yeah. Dividend declared, this is fine. This is not relevant to you right now. This you forget. Okay. Chalo yeah. So for the time being, what is that we learned today? Very basics, fundamentals. Correct na? What is asset? What is liability? What is equity? What is income? What is expenditure? You properly revise this. Okay. And maybe in some time I will share you the this PPT in PDF format. I will share it to you in the group, Telegram group, and along with one more video also I told. But that target is what? Not tomorrow at least. By day after tomorrow, you should must have the revision along with right. Same notebook is there. No, turn the notebook backside. Whatever understanding is there, you please make a note of it so that you will be very good at your subject of accounting. Correct? Because all of you are doing BCom. BCom to journal entries. Without journal entries, if you say you are a commerce student, also it's obviously not correct. Correct. After BCom, what you should do? You should be able to maintain books of one small company at least. One small shop also you should be able to maintain. Understand? Sir, I have completed BCom. I got one colorful certificate, but I don't know what is debit, what is credit. Then what to do with that BCom? Useless. Correct, na? Yeah. So a skill is important. End of the day, skill is important. Some guys, I'll tell you, with our experience with practically seeing so many people or so many accountants, no? Okay, that guy has not even completed BCom. Okay, not completed BCom. Passed out, just passed out BCom. But 80,000, 90,000 rupees they are earning. But he has a skill. BCom is just entry. Paper is just for entry. Once you enter, your paper will not work. Once you enter the company, skill will work. Correct, na? Just to call you interview, you will say BCom certificate is right. Come for interview. I took you, but afterwards your paper will not work. You have to work. Understand? Skill. That's it. People are making good amount of money just with BCom also. Okay, but you should never be happy with just BCom. Obviously, higher profession. That's always respect. Respect also will come. Money also will come. Both will come. Correct. Now, why to be happy with smaller things? Right? Chalo. I will close for the today. So tomorrow at 5 to 8. That will be best time. Right. See you guys.